Bruu Jun-Fan was a human male Jedi Master who served the Jedi Order during the Clone Wars. Said to be unparalleled in Force combat, Jun-Fan was a powerful Jedi Master. Jun-Fan's use of psychometry allowed him to spectate previous recent events as if he were there watching, using this ability to track Maul and Savage. He was also able to get a clear image of the castle Maul and Savage were heading to by simply picking up a bracelet of the woman that once resided there. Grandmaster Yoda himself muses that Jun-Fan is unparalleled in the galaxy when it comes to Force combat. He's also credited by Windu to be very talented. For reference, Mace Windu was also known for his unarmed Force combat abilities. Yet we can conclude from Yoda's statement that Bruu, being unparalleled, would surpass even Mace in this area. And Mace himself seems to agree. Jun-Fan has been seen taking on multiple low-level opponents with ease with unarmed combat ability, such as B-1 battle droids and Wampas. His most impressive display of power is in his fight with Darth Maul, where he displays incredible skill and speed, casually dodging Maul's saber throw, and quite literally beating up the Dark Lord, landing hits on Maul and catching Maul's own hits while scratching him in the chest simultaneously, before throttling Lord Maul. Jun-Fan's handling of Maul is incredibly impressive, given that Maul has been repeatedly shown to be an unstoppable tank in unarmed combat, with some of the best showings in the mythos. In the novel Maul Lockdown, Maul even kills a fully grown Force-resistant Yuuzhan Vong warrior in unarmed combat. Although Jun-Fan's power lies mainly in his unarmed combat Force abilities, a lot of that will factor into his lightsaber combat, as seen as he contends really well with Maul and sabers. This is actually incredible, as Maul in the Phantom Menace is credited by Sidious to be a one-man army, an unstoppable weapon, and is one of the most well-trained Sith in galactic history, even proving to contend and nearly best Darth Sidious 5 years before the Phantom Menace on Hypori, also being more powerful than Exar Kun as of 1999. Jun-Fan's performance against Maul scales him above such accolades and places him solidly as more powerful than Darth Maul as of the Phantom Menace. By the time of the Clone Wars, Mother Talzin restores Maul's lost power, meaning that while his skill may be atrophied, his Force augmentation, and Force power in general, is equal to that of his Phantom Menace incarnation. Feeding off his hatred for Kenobi, Darth Maul is constantly growing in power.
You have grown so powerful.
The episode of Clone Wars, Brothers, where Maul gains back his lost power, and the comic, The Sith Hunters, where Maul fights Bruu Jun-Fan, both take place in 20 BBY. So while Maul's growth might not have been super significant, and his skill may be atrophied from his Phantom Menace incarnation, the version of Maul that Jun-Fan showed superiority to is a Maul even more powerful than the Maul that was more powerful than 1999 Exar Kun, and who stalemated Darth Sidious on Hypori. Jun-Fan thrashing Maul in unarmed combat shows that he is faster than Maul in his Force augmentation. Force augmentation has a direct correlation with one's force power, which means if one is faster, one is also more powerful. Jun-Fan's performance against Darth Maul in the Sith Hunters comic leads me to believe that Jun-Fan has a slight power edge on the Sith Lord. It is worth noting, however, that when Jun-Fan showed superiority to Maul, he was driven by rage after Maul had just killed Jun-Fan's friend, Ko Salak. But also, the fact that after this, Jun-Fan rages at Maul and screams, "You leave me no choice," leads me to believe that Jun-Fan was actually holding back in their saber duel. He seems to be essentially holding back his full ability in their saber duel, and then unleashes his full ability on Maul after he kills Ko Salak. Upon doing this, he quite literally thrashes Maul, as seen in the comic, and is credited directly to Bruu Jun-Fan. Although it's possible Maul was caught off guard by this sudden burst of aggression and power, Jun-Fan's performance can still not be ignored, which leads me to believe that Jun-Fan is still definitely more powerful than Maul during the events of the Sith Hunter. To conclude, I think it's evident that Bruu Jun-Fan's power level lies in the power gap between early Clone Wars Maul and late Clone Wars Son of Dathomir Maul. Maul has a lot of growth at this time, which I think might be slightly more significant than the power gap between Bruu Jun-Fan and Maul as of the Sith Hunters. Thus, due to this placement, it is clear that Bruu Jun-Fan is one of the most deadly and most powerful Jedi of all time, easily making the top 20 in galactic history.